What's your take on like relationships?
कहाँ से शुरू करूँ? I've been a hopeless romantic where your self-respect, integrity, मतलब कोई शर्म नहीं है double text, triple text का क्या हो रहा है, just like going all out. Why? No, in the name of love.
You love traveling. What has your experience been?
I feel like when you go on vacation, सब देखना है एक दिन में 18 चीजें हैं. Currently in my life, my elder sister is the only person who matches my freak when it comes to planning travel. We have like a travel board on Instagram also. We're constantly like showing each other like cute
Updates.
reels. Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, look, there's this cute.
This hidden gem.
This hidden gem.
Yeah.
Have you seen the dating pool? The fish in the sea are all non-committal. Fish in the sea are only horny. They're not romantic. There's a separate creative team and strategy team. I work as a strategy consultant. I've gotten the opportunity to be exposed to a lot of cool brands like Netflix, Spotify, Lego. There's OnePlus, period tracking app called Flow. A few wins in the pocket and then a few that don't work out.
I also do tarot card reading. So let's see what exactly is going on. So the first card is called the Bhoot. Okay. It says a Bhoot of your love's past.
यार मत करो यार ऐसे.
So basically an ex is most probably going to come back in your life. Third card, it's called the diaper, incoming shit in your life.
तेरे कार्ड्स बहुत खराब थे. गेम ही खराब है.
We got the hustler, the hustle.
Rani.
What is the logic behind Hustle Rani?
Too many people ask me what's the inspirational story, and you know I've even tried to cook it up, but I haven't been able to. I'll just tell you
How long has it been since Hustle Rani has been your username? If I may cut you over there.
October 2018 is when I changed.
You
it.
have had 6 years. It's close to 6 years that you've had to think of why you've kept that name, and you still don't have a story.
No. I was just sitting in my hostel room,
Okay.
and the username was available.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But why? What made you think of this name, Hustle Rani?
you know, also I feel college is the part of your life where you're trying to figure out who exactly is the kind of person you are. Like, you know, are you the kind of person who shows up for a lot of these cultural meetings? Are you acing your assignments? Are you going out with your friends? Are you doing it all? I was that person.
So you were trying to be everywhere at once.
Yes. And I really enjoy being that person. So that is, I didn't know that also the word hustle had like a negative connotation to it. I was quite innocent in college, or I like to think so. And
What's the negative connotation to hustle?
Like, oh, if you keep hustling, the, you know, hustle mentality, kaam karte raho.
But that's a positive spin to it.
No, I also feel if I'm trying to build a personal brand and if literally one word in it is associated with, like, you know, the toxic culture of working, that is something I totally don't want to stand for. So then I made it like a bigger mission ki, nahi, okay, you know, you should be dedicated to your work. You can be a workaholic, but like do it with caution. And I wanted the word Rani because I wanted to have some Indian element in it. I didn't want to be a hustle person.
Hustle queen.
Hustle Rani though?
Yeah, Hustle Rani's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
It's got a very good recall value as well.
Yep. And also I feel a lot of the people I end up meeting who have either seen me on the internet or my work on the internet, they don't know my actual name at all. They're like, oh, Hustle. I'm like, yes, present ma'am. That's me.
Like it's Hustle is like your first name at this point. Because everyone calls you Hustle. Even when I met you, I'm like Hustle.
Hello.
Even I've been messaging you also, I'm like Hustler, when are we shooting? What are we doing?
So many people get it wrong. Hustler Rani. I'm like, no, it's
No, I know it's Hustle Rani.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can read the Rani and the Hustle are two separate words.
Thank you.
But Hustler is like a cool... You know, you said that you're so busy. Then I was like, oh yeah, you're such a hustler. Like, you know, you're playing into that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I keep texting you saying hustler.
But going back to the story, the only reason I stuck with it was even I thought it was cool and the username was available. And I was having, you know, one of those epiphanies in college that, hey, maybe this is my identity. This is who I am. I'm somebody who works hard and like I'm a go-getter. And yeah, you find that one definitive quality about yourself and you make it your entire personality. So
has that stuck though?
Yeah, it has.
Fair. At least it's been 8 years and you've been consistent with it.
Abhi you said 6. एक सेकंड मेरा भी मैथ थोड़ा वीक है
2018 you said ना then
2018 to 2019 होता है 1 year 1 2022 3 4 shit 1 second no 2019 20 21 22 23 24 6 years
Good. Congratulations. Now that we did basic math. What have we studied? Hustle? I'm going to call you Hustle, okay, just for the fuck of it. But for those who don't know, her real name is Ankita. Welcome, Ankita. Welcome, Hustle Rani. Welcome, if you have any other alter egos. Do you feel you're two different people?
Yes.
You do believe that, right?
Yes.
So right now, which character are you playing?
Shit, that I don't know.
No, I'm not putting you in the spot here. Calm down.
I'm literally on the spot.
Okay, I'll break it for you. Like usually,
I'll break it
artists-
down for you.
Yeah, and then I did it. So usually artists have a stage name, wherein most of the people I feel they have social, like it's a sort of a personality that you put on. You tap into that alter ego when you're
Yeah.
somebody else. Like I can't think of anyone with a stage name right now, but okay, let's say like an Avicii.
Lady Gaga and Stefani
Yeah,
Germanotta.
they're two
That's her real
separate
name.
people.
Yeah.
So you usually try and separate your work life and you try and separate your artist and your personal life.
Yeah.
So the thing is, whenever, like, let's say The Weeknd when he's someone else, when he's able, he's someone else. Like, you always separate that. So that's why I was asking whether Ankita and
Right now
Hustle.
you have Ankita.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we'll try and get to know Ankita better than Hustle Rani. Because
Cool.
I think you've done too many interviews as Hustle Rani.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I try to walk into like some of these setups thinking that no, I should have the open mind to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
But a part of me is also a little restricted. I know for the kind of personal brand I have and that I'm trying to build, I try to keep this gap between Ankita and Hustle Rani as minimal as possible. Like I
Okay.
want there to be if there is a Venn diagram, okay, Ankita, Hustle Rani, there should be a
They should
big
just-
overlap.
Oh, there should be a big overlap.
There should be a big because I should be as true to the person I am with my family and my best friend as I'm portraying myself to be on the stories. But of course, there are parts of me that I keep only for them,
For yourself,
only for my
yeah.
offline experiences. So yeah, I feel there needs to be an intersection, but it can't be identical. Like मैं सबको अपनी थेरेपी के नोट्स नहीं दिखा रही
Yeah.
ये देखो आज मैं सिर्फ
मैंने
15
ये
मिनट
बात किया.
रोई. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so then what I was getting with this question of hustle and the Ankita part is you were also doing a corporate job before you shifted entirely to content creation. That's what you mainly focus on right now?
I do content creation as well as I'm a freelance consultant.
Okay.
And I have a brand of my own. Hello.
Oh, wow. First 5-minute plug. Let's go. We love it.
I started out with a job as a consultant in Deloitte. I was very happy. I'm like, oh, it's one of the big
When was
four.
this? I'm
This was
sorry.
in 2019. I was fresh out of college.
Okay.
I got that job in May 2019. I moved to Bombay for the first time. I was living in a very barren, shitty apartment, paying
The
60%.
wake up set dream.
Yeah, 60% of my salary as rent. It's still very happy to be in the local, how dogs put their
Head out, yeah.
head out of the car and their ears are flopping. I was having one of
That
those
was your
moments.
experience when you moved to Mumbai.
Yeah, I was loving the struggle of it all, at least on 7 out of 10 times.
Okay.
Some of the times when things would be flooded, I would just be cursing myself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
nah.
I think
I don't
June,
deserve
July
to
is
live like
such a
this.
bad
Yeah, it was
period
bad.
over here.
That job was great, although I only did 7 to 8 months of it offline because then the pandemic happened.
Okay.
And then
and that time you were in Mumbai
I went
itself.
back to Chandigarh.
Okay.
That's where
So
I'm
you're
from.
from Chandigarh, you studied in Pune.
Yes.
You were there for how many? 3-4
3
years?
years. 3
And
years.
then you moved to Mumbai for,
I moved to Bombay for my first job.
okay, Deloitte.
It was literally a touch and go experience.
Yeah.
I learned as much as I could about the people, city, culture, food. प्याज को प्याज नहीं बोलते, कांदा बोलते हैं.
Yeah.
आलू
I
को
feel
आलू
like
नहीं
it's a
बोलते,
huge
बटाटा
batata,
बोलते
yeah.
हैं. And I'm like, okay, my didi would ask me, कांदा बटाटा ले आओ. I'm like, what? बटाटा? Okay, ले आओ. तो थोड़ा बहुत जितना सीखा, it was like a cultural exchange program
Okay,
fully.
yeah.
Then the remote experience of the job was quite underwhelming. I'm sure it was the same case for a lot of people. I powered through another 2.5 years in that job, and
And what exactly were you doing with Deloitte?
So I honestly think it was military training for my work ethic because the actual subject matter of my job was far from what I've studied. Context: I have a degree in mass communication with a
Okay.
specialization in advertising. So we studied like film, journalism, PR, but I chose advertising as my field of expertise that I wanted to build my career in. Also because we were promised that it's the only route that will give you the maximum amount of money. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, I'll choose that. I really enjoyed it as well. But I was selling and making marketing material for cyber insurance,
Okay.
auditing, risk planning, crisis management plans for bigger companies that Deloitte used to sell to its clients.
Okay. Yeah.
And all of it was like I was learning a lot on the job, but I knew that whatever I'm learning is probably not going to benefit me in the short span of time. Anytime soon, मैं क्या करूँ cyber insurance
Yeah,
के बारे में जान के?
exactly.
Like, it's great, but
It's
I was
not
looking
something
at
you're
like
excited about.
making newsletters, fonts, emailers. Then we would have like an entire event scope to certain things. That job taught me how to work a lot with vendors, get
Okay.
stuff printed, and I think that knowledge is like now coming and like
Handy.
helping me back in working on my own brand because I got better at negotiations. I got better
Correct.
at
Vendor
writing
management.
stinkers on emails, like, take that, Ashutosh, we're friends.
Are you though?
No, there's no Ashutosh.
There is no Ashutosh.
Fictional.
Let's see if Ashutosh reaches out to us or not.
Yeah, shout out to you, Ashutosh. Please reply to my email. But yeah, it really like shaped my work ethic. कभी-कभी अगर weekend को भी काम करना पड़ता था, earlier I used to roll my eyes, but then I realized, okay, that's how people climb up the corporate ladder. That job also made me realize that climbing up the corporate ladder is not my dream.
Correct.
I was surrounded by people who were very inspired by it. It was great to see them inspired by it, but it really didn't drive me
Okay.
at all. When this job became remote is also when I started creating content. I started out creating informative and educational stuff on how other people can start creating content.
Okay. So this was during the lockdown.
This is during the lockdown.
Okay.
Once that happened, I think I got good with short form video. Is when I'm like, okay, now I want a job that is slightly corporate, but is also aligned with my interests. So I became what do you call? I came across this job at YouTube. A
Okay.
friend referred to me, so I was looking at YouTube Shorts, the social aspect in India. That job is what gave me, I think, the financial
The push.
confidence to move back to Bombay once the pandemic
So all
ended.
this was still remote,
Yeah, I started
and
out.
you were working with YouTube at that
Yeah,
point.
it was an entirely remote job.
Okay.
And I was trying to like make it make sense to myself that I'm just going to be connected to a different Wi-Fi, but मैं घर पे ही बैठूंगी इस job के
Yeah.
साथ. Why do I need to go to Bombay? Which is when like I was in my head trying to build a very difficult and solid case for my content creation career. That no, this is something that is rewarding. I
Yeah.
should go and meet people. It has only helped me till now. Maybe I should give it its due time and exposure. That
You wanted to give it a
deserves.
shot, basically.
Yeah.
And what
But,
were you doing with YouTube, though? Sorry to like.
So I was in their social team.
Okay.
YouTube Shorts was barely 4 months old in India, so the product itself really excited me. I wanted to get a job at Meta, though I tried
Okay.
really hard. I pulled all my strings because Instagram was where my career was thriving.
Yeah.
And I
So
thought,
you were already booming on Instagram at that point.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it booming, but
Okay.
I think I was somewhere around 50, 60K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
booming.
I think
Yeah.
with Reels being 1 year old in India, I was doing pretty well.
You
I
were a
had
good
started
creator, correct.
building a community. And that's also when I started skating. A lot of skating content came up during the lockdown. So I felt like, okay, the lockdown helped me figure out what my niche is and
Yeah.
can be. And how to just introduce any topic of interest and like take it as my own.
Correct.
And I thought, what better city to, chase that dream
Yeah,
than
than
to be
this.
in Bombay. Also, I had a little like affair with the city. I
It was just 9
romanticized.
months.
Yeah.
You said it was just 9 months. Come on.
I said 7 to 8 months, but 9 months actually works better for the
Exactly,
story.
for the plot.
Okay, ठीक है, yeah. तो वही I think Bombay वापस आना pandemic के बाद was like a big leap of faith because I was leaving like my family home, my dog.
Yeah, you gotta tell
home.
what's down. If you can't
Sorry.
just look down, people can't tell.
My child is here. I'll show you. Here. Hi, baby. Come. Okay, sorry.
He's chilling. He's
yeah,
chilling. We'll show him sometime later.
in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moving to Bombay in May of 2022.
Okay.
So first time I moved in May 2019.
Correct.
Attempt number 2 happened in
May 22.
And things have been like only upwards since then. I wanted to live in a good area. That happened.
So this is all while you were working with YouTube.
This is all while I was working with YouTube.
Okay.
I, in fact, was working with creators from like being the representative for YouTube and reaching out to them for work. We were like, I had an insight into like, what are the kind of budgets and financials involved. While it did irk me a little, it really inspired me that, okay, there are creators out there who can make that much. What's stopping me? The answer
Why am I on this side of the wall?
I mean, like, I know why I was there on this
Yeah.
side of the wall, because in my heart, I was not convinced that content creation can be a full-time stable gig.
Okay.
And I'm like, I think having that corporate upbringing in my career, just looking at content creation full-time and the lack of stability never convinced me fully.
Yeah.
Even till date, I'm not
It's
convinced.
a very unstructured life.
Yeah. Like even till
Yeah.
date, I'm not convinced that content creation can be a full-time thing. While I know it has given me a big safety net financially to be in this city
Yeah.
and like do bigger things, which is why I have like freelance work also going on. So in Feb 2023, after spending about a year and a half in the
Yeah.
job, I quit. I became a freelancer. I was confused as hell on what to do with my time. So I started going out to cafes in Bandra and I
Okay.
started telling them that, hey, your social looks like this. I can help you.
Make it look like
I'm a
this.
brand new consultant. Let me work with you. So like that elevator pitch
Yeah.
happened at a few cafes until I got like a call back. I worked with them for 3 months, helped them set their social up, set up like systems for them. Because the one thing I learned in my jobs was how to set up SOPs.
Okay.
And standard operating procedures where I can help you set up system. I'm not going to be with you, like I'm non-committal
Yeah.
that way. This is quite casual.
But I'll still help you out
But
every now
yeah,
and
I'll
then.
help you set up a systems. And if you get an intern, I can train your resource, have a well-oiled machine working for you and then bounce.
Yeah.
So I started doing that. The first client that I ever had, shout out to them, was Project Hum in
Oh,
Bandra.
wow.
I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fond of them. And I think like currently their social game is really well. I won't
Okay.
take full credit for it. I know they have like
You've helped
new
set it up,
people.
basically.
But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
It was also my first ever client. So I know I learned so many things from them. And now I thankfully have a few good clients that I'm helping figure out campaigns and social for. So that's where
But
I
then
am
what
with
was
work.
your course? Like I had to do some research work on you. Then I saw you were selling a course also online,
Yes.
which is
Yes. So
like
as I
45 minutes of a masterclass.
no, it used to be 3.5 hours.
Okay, 3.5 hours.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I told you, I started out with educational and informative content.
Okay.
Because making content for me felt like, okay, it's a gutsy move. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of effort. Maybe I should help other people figure out how I did it.
Yeah.
I've always been comfortable with camera. And it's also because यार मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे सब classes में डाला था. Like बच्चे स्कूल से वापस आके everybody talks about wow post school naps hit so well. I'm like तुम्हारे पास nap करने का time होता था? मेरी मम्मी हारमोनियम class, swimming class, guitar class, singing class, painting class, math tuition, this tuition, that tuition. I was in everything. And while I'm not like cribbing about it, I am cribbing
Yeah.
about it. But it did help me soft launch myself into lots of different interests. And now as an adult, I have the privilege of deciding what stuck with me the most as a kid.
Okay.
So like being on the stage helped me, get that camera confidence. And I'm like, I should be helping people out. I built up an entire curriculum with a brand back in the day when they reached out to me that we like the way you do Instagram.
Okay.
You should come up with a curriculum and a course. I did not have the confidence. I'm like, I'm not an expert. What am I selling? So I made sure that I sold it with the disclaimer that, okay, this is purely my experience. I haven't stolen like secret files from the Instagram headquarters and I'm giving it to you. So it was an entirely like a power packed course on what has worked for me, what I have observed. And give them tips, tricks, ebooks on what small businesses and creators can do. I still remember, like, the highlight of this course was there was this 155-year-old woman from Kochi who had her candle business. And by the end of these courses, I would teach people how to make reels. Like, literally phone ko webcam ke samne rakh ke, like, ye dabao, fir ye karo, fir gallery se uthao, this is how you crop it. And after that, like, I would give them homework and I'm like, DM me your thing and I'll grade you. Okay. So all of them would, like, follow up and I'll go and engage with their content. They would also, you know, feel validated.
That boost.
That, okay, at least, like, we did something actionable. Yeah. And I wanted it to be that way. This one lady, 55 years old, like, she ended up making 2 reels that day and she sent me a long message saying that I was only dependent on, like, my school-going daughter to help me make content for my business. Today is the first time I felt confident that I could also do it on my own. I'm now gonna make a lot more of these, and, like, all thanks goes to you. I'm
That's
like,
so beautiful.
Like, somebody my mom's age was able to figure it out, then maybe, like, okay, I'm doing
that means you're
something
doing
else.
a good job.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can teach someone who's already learnt a lot, make them an expert, or even if you teach them something, it's a big thing, because somewhere at that age you have to unlearn things first and then learn.
And that too, like, it was so refreshing to see somebody that old. Also, like, I keep thinking, like, damn, that's my mom's age, and they're willing to sit through a course and listen to a 20-something talk about Instagram, like, and, like, my course used to be filled with memes. So by the end of it, I'm like, she's
not going to understand that.
She's not going to understand half of the meme references I made, but she sat through it and did the homework. Was very refreshing.
That's very sweet, though.
Yeah,
that shows people who really want it.
Yeah.
When you're dedicated to it, I feel like you will ensure that you're doing all that you can to make sure it happens.
Yeah. It also kept me busy in the pandemic.
So all this was going on during the pandemic, your course that you were selling? It's 2020 or 21?
2022, 2022.
Okay, and now you no longer do that?
I stopped doing it by the end of 2022 because I also, like, I feel when you teach and when you're on the internet, you have to read the room. Okay. And the room that I read, my notes told me that a lot of people don't want to be told how to use Instagram again, because now that the world was opening up, the pandemic had been declared as over, people now wanted to use Instagram for fun. Nobody wanted to be lectured about what should be there in your bio.
Okay.
And I also realized that my curriculum needed a lot of updating and upgrading. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to pause it. I shouldn't be selling repetitive stuff, because I also have to keep taking feedback. That if somebody is telling me this was not worth it, I need to go back to the drawing board and see what can I do better, because they're giving me 3.5 hours of their time.
That is true. It's quite a long time.
I know Taylor can sing, dance for 3.5 hours. I'm not doing that. I'm literally speaking to a camera and, like, trying to get them to talk, vote, play games on a Zoom call. So it's quite the difficult task, but right now I've stopped it because, as I said,
you mentioned how
nobody wants to be lectured and given, like, detailed class notes on how it works. I do feel there are other skills that I have picked up, like pitching presentations, how to make good decks. Like, that's something that might be another topic that I teach on, like, I do a workshop on somewhere down the line. But I think teaching is something that I think is...
it's inborn in you.
Yeah, I think I'm good at it. I could teach something else, maybe not the same course, but
some
else.
people are, like, born teachers. And, like, I myself am very bad at teaching something to somebody. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, they should just know this. Like, it's so basic. I'll explain it to you once, I'll explain it to you twice maximum. But then the third time, I'm just irked. I'm like, why is this person not getting it? Are you that stupid? Are you that slow? But then obviously, it comes from a lack of having that skill to teach someone, which is where I realized that I lack. So I know I cannot be a good teacher. I'm probably a better student,
You're
a better
bad
listener.
Teacher.
I'm a very bad teacher, bro.
So just put, like, a Cameron Diaz poster.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good movie, though. It's a very stupid movie, but you know what I mean. Yes. So anyway, so you moved to Bombay back in 2022.
2022.
And then right now, what exactly are you working on? What else? After you moved, you were with YouTube for a while, and then you dropped out of YouTube. You said, let's focus on content creation for
content creation and consulting.
Correct.
And also
what
merch.
What all does your consulting include? right now?
I currently work with this agency called Supari Studios.
Okay.
So I basically go in and help them do strategy work. Theo?
You baby, you'll have to be slightly careful.
You come here. Come. Now might be a good time to introduce him.
No, he's still upset.
Okay. That's my child. Say hi. Say hi here.
Oh, a sweet boy.
Okay.
Does he sit peacefully like this for a while?
Yeah, he can. ऐसे बैठ जाओ.
Do you want to get a chair for him and put him on the chair?
We can.
Yeah, I mean, if he's ready to sit here also, that's fine. We'll just be careful with the glass because he might just trip it over. But if he's going to sit peacefully, let's do that.
Yeah, okay. Theo, sit.
He's not scared of heights, right?
No. Sit, sit, sit. What a good boy. I
So
forgot
sweet,
what
bro.
you asked me.
That's okay, I remembered. But this is so sweet to have him right here in the middle of this. I feel like the wide angle will look full, na, Abhi Prashant?
बहुत sweet boy है.
He's too sweet, bro. He's like a ball of fluff.
Okay.
Can we continue, Theo?
Theo, can we talk?
Do you think the lights are hurting his eyes? No? Okay, yeah. I was asking you right now what you're where you consulting, and you said...
So I took a 2-month break. Supari Studios.
Supari Studios.
Like I consult with them to help them win pitches.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done work. They also have a retainer for Spotify. So in the last 1.5 year, I've helped them do strategy work for Spotify. And strategy work includes researching on target audience, what the brand has done, what competitors are doing, what is the brand doing globally, what is the Indian context, how do we mix the two. Theo, he'll fall. No, he won't.
Are you sure?
Theo, I really need you to be careful. Come back here, please.
Theo.
अच्छा वहाँ पे बैठना है? He's sleeping.
Okay, that's
ठीक
fine.
है, he's fine.
I'm just scared he'll fall.
No, he won't.
He understands depth perception.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, actually, he's a dog. He should have depth perception. That's quite a stupid
Cats
question.
are the idiots. Sorry.
But cats just don't feel it, bro. They can
That's
fall
true.
from a
They
height
have
and
knees made of steel.
no, they just land on their feet always.
Yeah.
It's a study have you seen that video on Vox has
No.
made, I think. So basically back in the 1900s or something, they studied why do cats always land on their feet. So they made like a slow-mo video where a cat, even if you toss it, it will be falling like ulta on its back. Just before it's landing, it will spin like its hind legs first. And then it turns the front part of itself and it lands on its feet.
Dude, that's genius.
It's very genius.
They're
Like
liquid animals.
exactly. Like
Too cool.
imagine you're just falling and you know that okay, just before I land, I have to switch so that I land on my legs.
And this one today, the cab driver brake थोड़ी जोर से लगा रही थी, पूरा मुंह आगे सीट पे. Like I had to fight for him. I'm like, भैया कैसे चला रहे हो? Please.
What a
I just had
sweetheart.
to like pet him for a while.
Yeah,
He's like,
just so he feels better.
I'm so sensitive. It's okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
Still cute.
Okay, sweet boy. Let him chill over there. Yeah, so you were saying that you do competitor analysis.
Yeah, so a lot of
When
like
you're-
research work goes into it. Let's say if we have to, I was recently working on a pitch for Lego. They're
Okay.
opening their
Oh, wow.
official
In
store
in Bombay?
in India.
Okay.
So how big the Apple store launch was? This is supposed to be that big. There's a separate creative team and strategy team. I work as a strategy consultant
Okay.
for them. So we end up researching on who the target audience is. We identify a few usual suspects. We speak to them on what their behavior with Lego is, how they were introduced to Lego, whether their kids play with Lego. Then you combine all those results, like, you know, the usual primary
Yeah.
and secondary research that you end up doing. So it's a very interesting group of people. I end up working with these consulting gigs, and Supari has been like a fabulous client because I've gotten the opportunity to be exposed to a lot of cool brands like Netflix, there's Spotify, there's Lego, there's OnePlus, And even Meera Rajput, she recently launched her brand A Kind. We're working on that. There's this one period tracking app called Flow. We won the pitch for that very recently. So a few wins in the pocket and then a few that don't work out, because I'm also learning on the go. But I'm glad like there is still like a skill set in me that is helping somebody make money. And
So
I
you're
end up
doing
making
this
money
along
after
with
that.
content creation.
I feel that is a very intellectually stimulating part
Correct.
of my work.
Okay, so along with all of this, you were mentioning about what all you do. That was the last conversation that you were having before we were joined by our dear friend Theo. Okay, he's not at peace. Okay, he is at peace. So anyway, along with all of this, I noticed that you have a brand called the Wake Up Juice.
I thought you would never
Brand.
ask.
Yes, that's the reason I was trying to segue into it, but then Theo just kept demanding more and more attention. Baby, those are fake. Okay, let him play with the fake plant. In the meanwhile, tell me more about Wake Up Juice and what exactly is it? Why you started it? What's your vision with it? Why is the bottle there's a bottle lying over there that says it? So tell me more about it.
So this is something from the new drop. I have my bag from the original collection as well.
Oh wow.
So Wake Up Juice Club started as something that I just used to call my coffee, which is that one beverage that is a part of your sacred ritual during the day. That's fine. So this also started in 2022, where I religiously take out time for my morning coffee or the first beverage that I have in the day. It could mean anything for anyone, but the point is, if you take out those 15-20 minutes, it could be your coconut water, your tea, or even like leftover beer. Don't do that. But point being, I started calling it Wake Up Juice. Like, oh hey, wake up juice time, wake up juice hours. Like, this is what helps me wake up and get my creative juices flowing. So much so, like, it caught up, and I just had my community mentioning me in their Wake Up Juice stories every day. It started off as like maybe 5 people showing that, hey, we really like the way you romanticize your coffee and the kind of cups you drink it in. So here's ours, look at ours, and give us the vote of approval that, hey, this is our Wake Up Juice. It went from 5 to 15, and so much so there were like close to 75-80 people sharing that, hey, this is what ours look like, this is our recipe,
This is my Wake Up Juice.
yeah, this is my Wake Up Juice, and like it really gets me going through the day. This is the one coffee I'm relying on, for this meeting to go well. And they started sharing their own stories. That's when I'm like, okay, let's create a separate page for it, because when your story bar starts looking like marching ants.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
that's
okay,
kind of annoying.
Yeah, I unfortunately am that
Okay, you
person.
are one of those marching ants person.
Then a new page happened, and currently Wake Up Juice page is basically a collaborative library of people's recipes. So I've kept it open as a concept where if you want to share a video or a post about your Wake Up Juice, feel free to send a collab request. I have an assistant who looks at all the posts that come in. She does the QC. She checks whether there's no like profanity or like something that's off brand, and we've just ended up making a library for it, for people to feel validated that, hey, the Wake Up Juice Club featured my Wake Up Juice. Another extension that is something that I'm still trying to make a more sustainable reality is Wake Up Juice picnics, which I was doing quite a few of until last year, but right now the weather is not as favorable. I wanted to do picnics because the Wake Up Juice Club also focuses on all the creative professionals who've moved to Bombay, and the difficulty of making friends in a city like Bombay. Like, adult loneliness is a thing.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
a big thing.
It is.
In any big metropolitan city, and I think ever more so with the city as busy like Bombay, it hits you even harder on some days. I know it hits me very hard on some days. So we started doing picnics where it's like a gated website. First 18 people to register show up. I end up collaborating with a brand that helps me with coffees, croissants. And then I have like my closest friends help me organize, let's say, board games, mixers. We end up networking with each other. We end up like creating content together, and it happens like in some of the open spaces available in Bandra.
Okay.
I've done one where as a goodbye gift to one of my friends, where they recited their poetry and all of us got a massive canvas and just painted together. So the goal is we do something creative together. We meet people from different walks of life. We end up making friends, and we go back just feeling a little less lonely.
Yeah, a little less lonely.
And of course, coffees and croissants are negotiable.
Yeah.
Blue Tokai, shout out to Blue Tokai. They've been very helpful in like this venture of mine. And I hope to do more of these, because I do feel, as I said, there are a lot of realizations that I have had, I think, ever since I turned 25. Because frontal lobe bhi tabhi develop hota hai, and everything, you wake up on your birthday, you're 25, you're like, damn.
Now what?
Everything makes sense.
Yeah.
So I had that moment last year, and I realized I want to be the kind of person who brings people together. Like I want to...
You want to build that community aspect.
Yeah, I want to build that community aspect,
Yeah.
because I actually do enjoy, like I love hosting people.
Yeah.
And inherently I want to be that kind of person where, like, if I really want to make you feel welcome, like I'll go out of my way to make sure that you're comfortable, you're entertained, you're well fed, and you're just walking out happy if you've met me. So I just want to channel that into something with events, because I know events also as a property for Wake Up Juice could be something that could become really big now that the pandemic
scalable.
is way
Yeah. It's in
behind
the
us.
past.
It is something that's scalable. I just need more support and more time on that front. That's all.
Yeah, I think it'll happen all in good time. So right now,
But that was a cliff notes of what Wake Up Juice is. And of
Okay.
course, we have the merch
Yes,
extension to
exactly
it.
what I wanted to know.
Sorry, we have the merch extension to it.
so what all is included in your merch?
I'll tell you, in the past, we've done apparel, which was t-shirts and caps. We did tote bags. Then I've done crockery. And now, currently, our third drop is live. We have restocked the tote bags. There are a few
Okay.
more tote bag
You
designs.
have a website for this?
Yes. It's called wakeupjuiceclub.superclan.co. Superclan is the vendor.
Shout out to
Superclan.
Superclan.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
no,
you.
I think it's a very big thing to have a supportive partner or, someone that you're doing business with. It should go hand in hand, because only if there's harmony can you actually go ahead with it.
True.
Which is pretty interesting, because even like you mentioned, you have merch. I think your line is dropping again whenever it will be out. Anyone watching this?
Oh yeah, we
Go
sold out
through-
on the tote bags. Please do check it out. We still have bottles and candles left. I'm gonna do. You didn't hear it from me, but we're gonna do a picnic box next. Where like
Okay.
I'm big on picnics. I like taking myself out on solo picnics. I want everybody to experience the joy of taking themselves out
Yeah.
on a solo picnic somewhere.
So you're going to curate.
I'm going to curate a picnic
hamper.
box. It's going to come out on my birthday.
And when's
that's
that?
10th September.
Okay, we're right there.
Yeah.
A little over a month.
Yes. Yeah. That's all. I'm quite excited about it. I'm glad it keeps me really busy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to be slightly more financially rewarding. But
Fair enough. It takes some time.
Yeah,
All
I
good things
feel-
take time. Yeah.
I feel as a creator right now, like if there's an offline presence, if like the love that your community has for you can be physically felt and touched in
It's a tangible product, yeah.
tangible is the word I was looking
Yes,
for.
physically felt
and
and touched.
touched. Chalo,
We'll-
theek hai, wo
yes,
thoda
yes, it's
inappropriate.
fine. That's fine,
Okay,
that's fine.
Cool. But yeah, if there's something tangible that your audience can have in the form of the love they have for
Yeah.
you,
I think
I do
there's
feel
nothing
it
like
can
it.
set you apart
True.
in the long run, majorly. It can. It's only brought me good till now, because there's so many people who send me photos saying, "Hey, we spotted this in Haridwar. We spotted this in Varanasi." I'm like, "Damn."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So apart from Wake Up Juice Club, then working, then all this, like you're just hustling again. We've
Yeah.
only discussed all of that. Apart from this, I've seen you you love traveling.
Yes.
So where all have you been? What has your experience been?
So there's like one giant vacation that
Okay.
I center all my year-long work around,
Mm-hmm.
which I usually end up taking in June.
This year you went to London. Do you usually go other
So-
places or it's
So London is my
consistent?
base.
Mhm.
Whenever I go, my elder sister lives there.
Mm-hmm.
She's very hardworking. She's a lawyer. She stays there with her fiance.
Oh wow.
So now I have a Jiju. So
Mhm.
this time I told him to watch out for all his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
सब चुराने
That was a
वाली
very
हैं.
bad, very bad joke.
यार joke नहीं था. These are facts, okay?
When they get married, it's only one time where you steal their shoes, no?
तो उसका full invoice वगैरह लेके मैं पैसे वसूल करूँगी.
ठीक है.
Please, I get that chance
Twice.
twice in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I end up making London as my base. This
Mm-hmm.
time I ended up doing Italy and
Mm-hmm.
Paris. I saw both these places for the first time, and I feel currently in my life, my elder sister is the only person who matches my freak when it comes to
Okay.
planning travel. So we have like a travel board on Instagram. Also, we're constantly like showing each other like cute
Updates.
reels. Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, look, there's this cute
This hidden gem.
this hidden gem.
Yeah,
in
you'll have
Italy.
your
Or,
hidden
like,
gems.
5 tourist etiquettes in Italy. It's not pistachio, it's pistachio. And I'm like, hello, do all this research before
Yeah.
going, okay?
Don't embarrass me when we're there.
Yeah. So we and I really enjoy like exploring everything with her because I feel like when you go on vacation, सब देखना है एक दिन में 18 चीजें.
yeah, you feel that you feel like you're missing out.
Yeah.
When you're on holiday, you don't want to chill. You want to be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to see this, I want to see that.
You want to get a nice
Yeah.
hotel, like go live in a hotel in Bombay only, no?
Yeah.
Like why?
Why are
do
you even
wanna-
bothering leaving it? Exactly.
Yeah. So this time I was there for a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's the longest vacation I've taken till now, and I feel mentally I've come back a lot happier. I
Yeah.
don't know, but जब भी vacation पे जाते हैं, it's like in a
It's a
video
reset
game.
period.
Yeah, you unlock a new part of your personality,
Yeah.
like a new character gets unlocked, and you're like, why am I happier, more confident? Why am I funnier and more fashionable on a vacation? I want to
Yeah.
take part of this personality
Back home.
Back home.
I saw you also went for Taylor Swift's concert.
I did.
Are you a Swiftie? Or was this
Swiftie.
something like
No, I was Swiftie through and through. She helped me get through my first ever breakup in 2009. And this was like when I had a crush on a boy.
Okay.
And before I could tell him, I had no idea that he was not going to continue in the same school until the next year started. So I'm just like, my plan was to tell him like when 6th grade ended. I thought I'll tell him when we go to the 7th grade. He just never showed up, and then I got to know from his friends that he changed schools.
and then you just
Okay.
sat and listened to Taylor on repeat.
Yes.
You're like,
my
I feel
God.
that.
Yeah.
She feels my heartbreak.
Dude, but like Taylor's music hits a lot better. Like it's gut punching when you listen to it during heartbreak. And I feel like she's gotten me through each and every one of it. But not just that, I do really respect her as a performer and a songwriter as well. I think she's, if not the most talented musician right now, she's one of the most talented musicians that will go down in history from this generation. I purely say that for like how consistent she's been with her music. Again, I'm not saying is she the only one who's doing it? No. But do I think that what she's doing is very commendable? Yes.
I respect the hard work. I respect the hustle, but I'm someone who does not personally fuck with Taylor Swift.
That's okay. Do you
Like,
are you a Kanye fan instead?
No, it's not. It's not like you have to pick a
Either
side.
or. Yeah, okay, fair.
Because for me, I love music. So I always consume music with a very open mindset. And it's neutral. Where I'll first listen to the artist without having any sort of background thought or, I don't have any bias when I'm listening to somebody. Like when I started listening to The Weeknd, initially I loved the music he wrote, but then I started hating the fact that he's so mainstream. So I was like, you know what, I don't fuck with it. So I never heard his music until one day when I sat down and I heard all 3 of his albums, like from front to last. And I feel like it's a whole experience.
Yep.
With any artist, you should listen to their album in the order that they're
In the
putting it
order,
out.
100%.
Because they've worked on it for a reason in that particular order.
Yep.
So like then I started fucking with The Weeknd quite a lot. And I was like, this is this is art. This is beautiful.
What's your
But then-
favorite song?
Of The Weeknd, I don't know, there's nothing favorite, but I love Dawn FM, like the last album that he put out.
Okay.
So then if you see, that's got a very dark vibe. The one before that was After Us, which is like it's like a struggle. The one before that is the Starboy album, which is a very pop punk album, which you have your club classics in that, you have your radio hits in that. You know what he's doing with every album. And now there's going to be a third album, which is going to be the end of a trilogy.
Okay.
Like, so basically it was After Hours, Dawn FM, and now it's like, I don't know what, it should be something related to morning.
Okay.
Or so it's like...
Oh, sweet. That makes sense. Wow, you're very well versed with it. Damn, I've gotten a crash course on The Weeknd's discography. Yes.
Yeah, no, he's actually a very talented artist. So that's the reason why, obviously, initially I was like, oh, all he's talking about is like fucking bitches and being heartbroken. But then when you hear it...
Isn't that Drake though?
That's Drake too. But like Drake also, I like some of his music, which is not that popular.
I think now it's become like cool to hate on Drake.
It's become cool to hate on Drake because of the stupid beef.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that that's necessary for you to hate an artist to like another artist. Like you asked me if I like Kanye instead of Taylor. No.
Yeah.
Both of them, I understand their art and I respect their thing. But I feel like Taylor writes very generic lyrics. I don't feel she's a great lyricist. Commendable whatever she's done. For her to like do $1 billion tour is insane.
Yeah.
Nobody has done those numbers. I don't know it. Obviously, the numbers can be met somewhere in the future because of social media and how popular everyone gets. But obviously, she is a once in a generation artist that comes along.
True.
Who will have such a hold on her crowd.
Yep.
Like maybe her music may not be that great. If we look at it from a musical point of view, there are so many better artists out there.
100%. I agree
But
with
then
it.
I know the hold that she has over her fan base.
Yep.
Like she really controls that whole, like how he's controlling this.
I do think there's Adele, there's Hosier,
Yeah.
there's Fred again.
These are all
there's-
artists that, but again, coming to live performances is a very different aspect for
There was
all
this
of it.
One insane Fred again performance where people were like on top of buildings and trees. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I've seen that.
I would love to see Fred again. Like, मैं game खेलती हूँ अब.
बोलो.
Top 3 artists, dead or alive, that you would kill to see live.
To see live, Michael Jackson #1.
Okay.
Skrillex, I want to see. I really want to see him live.
Skrillex was the bangarang.
Yeah.
But Skrillex also did one song with Fred again, if I'm not wrong.
They have like a whole album coming out together.
Yeah. Haan, ठीक है, okay, Skrillex, Michael Jackson.
See, Michael Jackson for sure. Like, that's
legendary.
#1.
Yeah, fair.
I really want to see him live. I'd say Skrillex because I know how well versed he is with the whole CDJ and everything, and I just want to see him live. Third act will probably just be Avicii because I'll never get to see him live. And I really wanted to go for his concert when he came to Mumbai, but then my parents were like, he'll come again, and you know, he's never coming again.
Mommy
so that
never
is
came again.
so that is just like for the child in me. Michael Jackson because greatest performer alive. Skrillex because but otherwise The Weeknd I'd say because even he puts on a very good show.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So it's between Skrillex and The Weeknd because I know I can see both of them. It will happen sometime soon. So those are like 2 acts that I know will happen.
Fair. Good answer.
But how was the Taylor Swift experience? Are all the Swifties as crazy as they appear to be on videos? Like they're all just screaming the lyrics, crying.
There are lots of videos where like girls are fainting when they play her favorite, when they play their favorite surprise song. I didn't come across those kind of Swifties. The vibe was very wholesome. Like people were exchanging like glitter makeup in the train while heading
the
to
way
the
to that,
stadium. Then they were just like being really supportive. Like if somebody needed water, they were sharing it. If somebody had to go pee, they're like, okay, I'll hold your spot, come back. And I don't know, the vibe was very wholesome. I also got very lucky with the kind of spot I had because I was very close to the stage. I came back and told all my friends like I was literally in her armpit.
Yeah.
Okay. I was very lucky. And like,
How much did you pay to be in her armpit, if I may?
so I got VIP tickets because I thought
Okay.
it's a once in a lifetime experience. Each ticket was for 40 grand.
That's cheap.
Yeah, right. It was like I got lucky because I won a coupon draw on her website in the first round when she announced her international tour back in April 2023. I booked my tickets also 1.5 years ago.
Okay.
So I got that coupon code, gave me a 15-minute access to her website. So I had 15 minutes to buy tickets, and I was on call with my sister. I'm like, how many tickets should I buy? She's like, buy as many as you can on one card. So we bought all 4. We sold 2 of them to our friends, and I think going in a group of 4 was a very good decision. We got there she was supposed to come on stage by 7:15. We got there by 3 p.m. So like
Yeah. I mean, if I've paid 40 grand even, I'll go.
Yeah. But
And sit there in advance.
I mean, it's also the most I've paid for a concert. I like saved up religiously for the whole thing, for the whole experience, for the whole trip. And that's precisely what my entire like party conversation, work conversation used to be centered around. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to see Taylor Swift. By the way, I'm going to see Taylor Swift. And when it ended, I'm like, what do I talk about? What the hell do I talk about?
Was it worth the money?
Yes.
The amount of money that you pay for a Taylor Swift concert?
100%. I'll tell you why, because there are so many quirks. Like if you are truly a Swiftie and you're part of that subculture, there are so many quirks like exchanging friendship bracelets, like, you know, having certain chants that you can yell out loud in between lyrics, like knowing how narrative coded her outfits are, knowing what certain lyric or like a little wink to the audience means. Travis Kelce was also there.
Okay.
Your royal family was there in the stadium. Your Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Andrew Scott is
Everyone's there.
and you're literally a part like of a cultural
It's like a cultural
moment.
get-together.
Yes, and I feel it's very rarely that you get to be a part of something, you know, that's also happening at a global level.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching, and I feel if you can just like be a tiny fallen confetti paper in that room, I was just very happy to be there. And also, I was just like, at least the part of the crowd I was in, I was just surrounded by queer people. So I knew
you
I
felt
was in a
safe.
very safe space. We were exchanging friendship bracelets. We were like partly like holding eye contact and singing the lyrics together and talking about how great a moment this is. And like if Taylor would look at our side of the crowd, everybody would lose their minds. And yeah, I think it was a very safe space, which is something I really liked about the whole concert. The entertainment value, oh my God, power packed. The way she was changing her costumes within a span of 30 seconds was beyond me. I know I got tired because I had been standing for 5 hours as well, but it was shocking to see how she was doing that for 3.5 hours straight. Okay. And what else? You know, part of me did not even remember entirely what the concert was. I just had to relive it through my gallery the next day because it's an overwhelming experience. And a part of me is like, ek aur baar chance milega, main zarur dekhne jaungi, but it's too expensive.
I mean, I understand
go do
it
it again.
You can't spend this much money every year, or you know.
True, but the kid in me was extremely
satisfied,
happy, and satisfied, because it's also an artist I've heard for the last 15 years.
Exactly, she's been around for quite a long time.
Been around for all the events in my life. I feel if you're going through work problems, she has a song for that. If you're going through relationship problems, she has a song for that. If you have a crush on someone, she has a song for that. If you're sad about the fact that he did not text you back, newsflash, she has a song for that. So
that's sweet of most of the people who relate with Taylor Swift. I feel
that's also like her universal appeal. So you're not wrong when you say that her songwriting is generic.
It's very, I know, that's the thing. That's where I find it commendable that her lyrics are very basic. Her thought process is just like what every person will undergo in their life.
Yep.
She writes based on that. That's the reason why she's a #1 bestseller. Because everyone feels like, oh my God, she wrote that for me. Or I feel that as well. Like tomorrow, if I'll pick up one album of hers, let's say I'm going through that in life, I will relate.
Yep.
Tomorrow there's another album, I'm going through that in life, I will relate. And these are moments that are going to happen in my life. I'm going to fall in love. She has an album on that. I'm going to get my heart broken. She has an album for that. I'm going to like someone, but it's not going to work out. She has an
Yep.
album for that.
Yep.
These are just basic, most generic life experiences bundled into multiple albums.
She has too many of these specific moments, as
Exactly.
you
It's
mentioned.
just generic writing, I feel. Obviously, shout out to her for everything that not like she needs a shout, but commendable
Taylor,
to.
if you're watching this,
Shout
giving
out,
you a
Taylor.
shout out. Better be thankful.
We'll send you an invoice later on, for all the people that'll come listen to your music
Yep.
after this.
True.
But
God knows
then-
she needs it.
Yeah, but then speaking of like heartbreak and how Taylor has albums for all of this, what's your take on like relationships?
कहाँ से शुरू करूँ?
No, we can just like.
My
Are you
take on-
seeing someone right now?
No.
Okay, so you're open to what's your how do you stand right now in life? Are you looking for a partner, or are you not looking to be with someone for a while?
That also is something I don't know at the moment. I was also telling somebody that it's such a scary thought to like share your favorite color with somebody all over again.
Yeah.
You know, but like the process is just so exhausting. But I know like I am like a lover girl at heart. You know, like I'm trying to become a hopeful romantic because being hopeless romantic only hurts you
Yeah.
in the short term and the long term as well. Like I do feel being a hopeless romantic is adorable. I don't think it's noble or it's respectable to you if you're a
Okay.
hopeless romantic.
Would you consider yourself to be one?
I'm trying to be a hopeful
But
romantic.
you've been a hopeless romantic in the
I've been
past.
a hopeless romantic where your self-respect, integrity, मतलब कोई शर्म नहीं है double text, triple text का क्या हो रहा है, just like going all out. Why? No, in the name of love. In the name of love, everything is justified. I feel little bit I like approach that with caution now. Like I'll be honest, my experiences like ever since I got out of a very long relationship, when I've tried to give a few people chances, have been a little unpleasant. So
Okay.
I'm a little shut off now, where like I have a lot of work to keep
Yeah.
me going. I am open to, although somebody coming into my life, having a good
You're not
conversation.
shut to that.
Yeah, I'm not averse to the
Okay.
idea of somebody coming like sweeping me off
Potentially, yeah,
my
yeah.
feet. But I now do approach companionship with the lens that I really don't want to get my heart broken on a very stupid, unavoidable reason. Not that I'm saying that has always been the case in the past, but I'm a lot more cautious about
You kind
it.
of have your guards up right now.
Yeah.
Or you know how to filter through.
I mean, I would love for like somebody to,
Yeah.
change that opinion. And I am hopeful that someday it will happen. I just don't have enough proof that
Fair.
it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Your experiences have spoken otherwise, so that's why.
Yes.
I mean, understandable. If you're waiting it out, it's a lot more sensible to wait it out than to just try and put your hands everywhere and see what sticks.
True.
I personally am of that opinion. Like, you don't need to like try and grab onto everything that's coming your way just because it's coming your way. Like you said, if it's meant to happen, if it will happen, you might find it somewhere down the line, which is
But like, I have a question for you. I feel like right now, like when you ask me if I'm open to dating, I feel right now, even before I look for a partner, what I'm currently looking for is like good enough examples around me. Like I do want to get married someday. I really want to have an example of a married couple around me that is still in love with each other and is making it work even through,
The tough times.
tough times. Even before I look for a partner, I want examples or benchmarks of कि अच्छा like मुझे कुछ ऐसा चाहिए. Because if you ask me what's my type is आप अपने nails साफ रखो, दांत साफ रखो. I also have floss in my bag, by the way. I'm
yeah.
like particular.
You're that particular.
Yeah, I like being an organized person. I'm Virgo also. Okay.
Okay.
So my current filter is आपका type क्या है? मतलब आप थोड़ा बस
साफ
साफ
रहो
सफाई
बस।
रखो. मेरा पहला bare minimum तो यही है. फिर मतलब
You are basically trying to seek something. Once you see it,
Yeah,
you feel
everybody
like
is
you
like, so
want that."
what do you want in a relationship? And people are like, flowers, dates. I'm like, what about the need to be deeply understood? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
That comes with time and
That's what I
with
want.
comfort with somebody.
yeah.
You can't be deeply comfortable with someone the day you meet them.
यार मेरे से तो पूछो मत मैं I like to think I'm a closed off person but if I come across somebody मेरे तो 2 दिन में I love you निकल जाता है I'm like
Oh, yeah,
okay,
one of
relax,
those.
relax I'm telling you I'm on a gradual path to becoming a hopeful romantic the big
The
part of me
hopeless
is
is still going
hopeless.
on. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty funny the way you put it, that the hopeful will come it'll come somewhere down the
come
line.
someday.
But I feel if you're a hopeless at heart, let it be. Get your heart broken a few times, have fun.
मम्मा बोलती है ना दुनिया बहुत खराब है बेटा
है।
बहुत खराब है I'm telling you
But you'll only learn it with time, with experiences.
Oh, I don't know. Plus, what experiences, yaar? Have you seen the dating pool?
It's quite shit, I know. But it's
The fish in the sea.
There are no
all
fish in the sea.
non-committal.
yeah.
The fish in the sea all have stolen Hinge bios.
yeah. Nothing original.
Yeah, the fish in the sea
Yeah.
are only horny. They're not romantic.
I mean, theek hai, someone good will come your way. Let's hope for that. Let's manifest that.
Knock on wood.
Anyone who's
But to be very honest, अभी like मुझे काम करने में बहुत मजा आ रहा है.
you knocked on it and this dumb fuck thought it's on the door.
Yeah. yeah. Theo, please.
Theek hai, I feel Theo is a little restless right now. Let's play our last segment.
Awesome.
It's all on relationships. We have a segment that is brought to you by My Muse.
awesome. Hi, my muse.
It's got My Muse has these card games that they've sent across for us to play.
Okay.
Now there is one deck that I have completely sorted out. Let's play that quickly.
ठीक है.
And then there is a second deck which I have just opened. Like I just removed the plastic of it because I didn't like that noise.
So even you're new to it.
Even I'm new to it. And let's
Awesome.
play that. Let's like quickly see which all cards will make the cut, which won't make the cut. So anyone who's watching this knows how fun those games are, okay?
चलो गेम खेलते हैं.
Okay, so first is these are the cards that I sorted out. Very badly kept. I'm sorry, My Muse, I love you, but I just had to like sort them out. So first set of cards are like these truth cards. Okay, it comes in this pack called Thirsty. It's a big box.
Okay.
Were you there that day when we played it at home? I don't.
No.
Oh, you left early, I think, that night.
This post cricket day only.
No, no, no.
This was after.
After
some
one
party.
of the. Oh, you weren't in town. You weren't in India that time. Because like what had happened was everyone from the party came home over here. Like I think 30 people were in this room and we were playing these card games.
Oh, nice.
And everyone had so much fun. Like shout out to everyone who was in the room that day. But it was a lot of
shout
fun.
out to shout out. Because
I mean,
shout
I
out
can't-
to shout out.
I can't take names though now. अभी किसके नाम लूँ मैं?
नहीं, हाँ,
काफी लोग
name
थे वो
drop
दिन.
मत करो, थोड़ा
हाँ,
cringe
name
हो
drop
जाता
नहीं
है.
करेंगे अभी. But it was a fun night. So now let's play. You just gotta like these are some truth cards, okay?
Okay.
So Thirsty has this truth, dare, and blackout करके 3 options. So it's a drinking game, obviously.
तो drinks कहाँ हैं?
नहीं, अभी हम
अच्छा,
दोपहर
ठीक
के 3 बजे थोड़ी ना drinks
है.
पिएंगे.
Sorry, cool.
So the blackout is, either do this or take a sip. The dare also
Okay.
is the same. Truth is either answer or take a sip, but we don't have that option. So you just have to answer, okay?
ठीक है, done.
So the first question is, would you ever get Botox or plastic surgery?
No.
No?
No, I like the way I look.
Okay, that's nice. Have you ever cheated or helped someone else cheat?
Never.
What is the worst thing you have done to someone you were dating?
Not tell them in time when I wanted to leave.
What is your biggest deal breaker in a relationship?
Communication and comprehension. I feel like I can communicate with you all I want, but if you're not willing to understand what I'm telling you, that and my love language is also acts of service. So if you can help me out in any way possible, that would be really nice. But even if I tell you how to love me and you don't pick up on that, sorry, bye.
That's nice. What is your most shallow reason for not going on a second date? It's got to be
They-
shallow, okay?
They spelled the word knuckle wrong.
Oh, how do they spell it? And N-U-C-K-L-E?
K-E-L.
K-E-L?
N-U-C-K-E-L.
Knuckle starts with a K.
Sorry, K-N-U. मतलब
Man,
अरे-
I'm pretty sure he ghosted you for this.
No, but like
Couldn't spell knuckle.
grammatical errors. I know it's unfair of me to be that harsh
Judgmental,
and
yeah.
judgmental, but
I'm pretty sure it was
Kabhi-kabhi-
just a...
and also if you're late, holy fuck, that pisses me off so
Okay.
much.
So that's when
Just
you
give me a
cancel
heads
second
up
date.
if you're
Yeah.
late. It's okay. Like tell me you're 5 to 10 minutes late. That's also fine. But if you're
Yeah.
telling me you're 5 to 10 minutes late and you show up 25 minutes later, not
Yeah.
okay. Hell, if you're 25 minutes late and you do not even tell me about that, मेरा तो
That's
उस दिन भी
even-
मिलने का मन नहीं करेगा, to be very honest. Don't do
Fair.
that.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
Anyone going on a date with her needs to keep this in mind. I said anyone going on a date with you. Theo, maybe 5 minutes. Okay. Now these are from another set
Okay.
of cards which are called the anti-date cards. Now usually you take these on a date. This is our date. Let's get to know each other, okay?
Cool.
So this first part is called conflicted. It's like I'll give you a scenario and options and what would you do in amongst those. So the first is your friend is complaining about their relationship, but they are clearly the problem. I feel like you get this often with the way you're smiling. What do you do? Do you support them? Do you tell them straight up, or do you nod along and like just ignore
No,
it?
I'll tell them straight up.
You'll tell them that they are the problem.
Yes, because if they have felt comfortable enough to share their relationship problems with me, I'm already assuming that this person is close enough to me, which is why that comfort is there.
Is there.
Otherwise, like, मैं सबकी relationship problems सुनने नहीं बैठ रही, sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then the next is you forgot about a date that you've already rescheduled twice. Okay, what do you do? Do you make up a work emergency and reschedule a third time? Do you own up and apologize, or do you ghost them and just block the number?
I come up with an excuse.
And then you'll reschedule for a
Yeah,
third time.
Ghosting and blocking, I don't do.
Okay, fair. Now the last one is your best friend just started going out with someone who used to slide into your DMs.
Okay.
So this dude used to hit on you, but now he's with your best friend. So what do? Do you send them flirty texts to test how they respond? Do you warn your best friend about that boy? Or do you just say nothing?
I warned my best friend about that boy, and I'll
Okay.
wish the both of them luck. My only thing is, yeah, if he wanted to like pick me, he would have, and you've made your choice clear. So now I'm not picking you. Go ahead.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Then the next set of cards are called Curious. It's just random questions off the top of your head answers.
Cool.
Which is an embarrassing cartoon character you had a crush on.
Embarrassing cartoon.
Or any cartoon character that you had a crush on.
I don't
Quick,
know.
quick, come
Bob
on.
the Builder.
Who the fuck
I told
finds
you.
Bob the Builder
I told you my
attractive?
love language is acts of service. Like, so he would like fix things.
Come on, it could have been Johnny Bravo. That's so much of a better answer.
I'm sorry, he was a flirt.
You're such a fuckboy.
That's not my type. Fuck
Johnny
boys
Bravo
be-
is the one who's taught this whole generation.
How to Johnny Bravo and Akshay Kumar, I feel they've taught all the Indian boys how
Akshay
to
Kumar,
gaslight women. I feel
That's actually a nice example. Then, what is the top item on your bucket list?
oh my god, I want a house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, what's a sexual act that you think is overrated?
And the shower.
Fair. If you have an autobiography, what would you call it?
Autobiography. Auto.
That's like you're supposed to be a fucking salesperson, marketing genius, and I'll name my autobiography autobiography.
क्योंकि auto selfie का एक cover बना के नहीं, but चलो that was on the top of my head. Let me think about it.
But ठीक है, चल.
है ना,
Autobiography.
चलेगा ना, not bad as
Beautiful,
an answer.
beautiful. And only your face. Or no,
हाँ.
no face. Autobiography है ना, तो चेहरा
Yeah,
तो
but
चाहिए ना उस पे.
it's my dream to like have an auto of my own, pimp it up and like shoot content in it, make like a video series in it.
I said autobiography.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you a
About
different
an
dream.
auto.
मम्मी मुझे बड़े होके ऑटो चलानी है.
Fuck, that's... Okay, what is a fantasy or role play scenario that you find interesting?
I don't know, holding hands.
That's a sweet one. That is a role play scenario though.
Holding hands, trusting them,
Yeah.
you know.
What is something non-sexual that turns you on?
Holding hands, trusting them.
Come on, man. Role play and non-sexual, both the same. Okay. Next, we have this or that. The same. Friend zone or ghosting?
Friend zone.
Be a famous villain or be an unknown superhero?
Famous villain.
Okay. Then date a faraway cousin or date a murderer?
Cousin.
Okay. Your mom set up your dating profile or your ex set up your dating profile?
My mom.
Public proposal or private proposal?
Public.
Do you want to wear wet socks or sleep in a damp bed? You got to do one of the two. I'm sorry.
Wet socks.
You'd rather wear wet socks.
Yeah, I'd rather wear wet.
Okay, get catfished by someone or get scammed by money for someone.
Catfished.
Okay. Submissive or dominant?
Welcome to Subway. Here's the sub of your day.
Okay. Then a date night. It's a date night situation. Night out or night in? Like you go out to a club party or do you Netflix and chill?
Night out.
Okay.
Night in तो कभी भी कर सकते हैं.
You don't want to get to know the
make
person.
a plan,
Yeah, fuck that. Why get to know someone?
I feel night in reduces the like. Show me some effort. Like my love language again. Love language quiz लिया है कभी?
नहीं.
लो किसी दिन.
नहीं लेना है.
लेना
ही नहीं है.
नहीं लेना चाहिए.
Okay, we'll take the next set of questions that even I've never come across.
So sorry.
So these are called Under the Sheets. It says an intimate card game for lovers and friends.
Okay.
Like I mentioned, I've only opened the plastic wrap.
Oh, yeah, this is the new one. Cool.
Yeah, this is the
Let's
new
go.
one. Like it's brand new for anyone seeing. And let's see what all do they have in it. Okay. So one are called wild cards. These are labeled wild cards. These are labeled happy endings.
Okay. Nice.
This is labeled if you dare. So I'm assuming it's like a dare.
Okay.
This is not just Victoria's Secret. So I'm assuming this is truth cards. And this is have you ever, which is like never have I ever.
Cool.
So which one should we play first?
Never have I ever.
Okay, let's go with never have I ever. Also, the lighter the cards, the easier they are to answer.
Okay.
So let's start like that. Have you ever sent someone else a message meant for a partner?
Yes.
Forgotten a partner's birthday?
No.
Got a sensual massage? Made out in the cinema? Like movie theater?
Everybody does.
Ghosted someone?
Yes. I mean,
That's fine.
I know I said that I don't do ghosting and blocking, but I meant the act of ghosting plus blocking.
Okay, you just ghost.
Yeah, if the conversation is not worth responding to, I ghost.
Have you ever been jealous of your partner talking to someone else?
Yes.
Drunk dialed an ex?
Yes.
Snuck into someone's house?
No.
No? You never snuck in? Kissed someone you didn't know?
No.
Dated someone to make someone else jealous?
Never.
Made the first move and been turned down?
Yes.
Done it in a public place?
No. Never.
Been caught in the act?
Never.
Fantasized about your ex? Can be any ex.
No.
Hooked up with someone at a wedding?
नो अभी वो शादी पे बुलाने वाली आई फील मेरी उम्र नहीं आई है कोई नहीं बुलाता अभी तक शादी पे आई हैव वन इनवाइट दो नेक्स्ट ईयर
Oh wow.
That's it.
Congratulate. That's
Watch
your
out,
time.
everybody. That's gonna be my time.
That's when we come back and you tell me whether you did it or not. Been in love with two people at the same time?
I would love for that to happen. That's a great problem to have, but no, not yet.
Ever used a dating app while in a relationship?
No, never.
Okay, this was end of our Never Have I Ever cards.
We're gonna do all of them.
Let's just do one more
ठीक है. Cool.
because otherwise it's just gonna get too long and Theo is just gonna lose his shit over there.
Cool. I think not just Victoria's Secret.
Okay,
Sounds
let's go
interesting.
For that. Okay, so now since we don't have too much time and Theo is getting a little restless, let's wrap it up. I'm gonna ask you the last set of questions.
Cool.
From our card games, and then after I have one surprise for you. Obviously, my muse has sent you a nice goodie box for
Oh my
being such
God.
a nice host. I mean, host. What am I
Host,
saying?
very-
A lovely host. A lovely host.
Hi everyone, welcome to my podcast.
Okay, chalo. Let's go with not just Victoria's Secret. Have you ever had a crush on your teacher?
Yes.
How many exes' numbers are still on your phone?
All of them. Why would I delete it?
I don't know, bro. Clearly, people are deleting ex's numbers. Do you ever want kids? How many?
I'm open to changing my mind, but right now I'm convinced that I don't want kids. My dream is to have a beautiful house to look after, to have a very loving partner, and 1 or 2 dogs
Okay,
that
that's
I
sweet.
take care of. Yeah.
Which 5 people would you put on your celebrity cheat sheet?
Like celebrity cheat sheet.
It's like your
meaning?
pass.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. First,
I thought you'll have your answers ready. You were so excited.
no, you just give
Okay,
me a
give me
pass.
3 celebrities.
हाँ 3 बताती
Yeah,
हूँ
3 is
ठीक है?
good.
Jeremy Allen White.
Okay.
Okay. I have to make it worth it, so give me some time to, like
Why?
10 more seconds.
Okay, okay.
It has to be worth it.
Okay, take your time.
Okay. Mm, oh my god, why am I blanking? Do I not have crush on men? Like in general? मेरे को कोई भी cute नहीं लगता क्या?
Ranbir Kapoor? Someone like generic?
No. Oh my god, wow. No, nobody.
Nobody?
The thing is, I'm not in the zone right now where like abhi ki, oh, this one celebrity I'm actively crushing on. Oh, there's this one model. He goes by the name of John Cortegurina.
Okay.
He has this one campaign he did with Emily Ratajkowski.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody like usually eyes Emily
Her,
Ratajkowski
yeah.
in any cover, but I just remember that one time I couldn't stop looking at him. I discovered his profile when I was in college, and yeah, one of those model profiles you just can't
Fair.
unfollow him. And I think for the vibes, Andrew Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is, who do you stalk the most on social media?
I mean, like, I love checking daily updates from Diet Sabya. I think they're very
Okay.
entertaining.
ठीक है. What are your thoughts on arranged marriage?
I think it could be very cool. I don't think it always has to end in marriage, but I know I'm open to the idea of my mom thinking that, hey, this is a cool
A
person.
potential match.
You know, you can consider and see if it goes somewhere. I'm okay to my mom introducing me to someone. It doesn't necessarily have to end in marriage. But
Yeah.
being open to arranged marriage as a yes or no question is more about whether you trust your parents to find somebody worthy for you, and I do.
Fair. What is your go-to booty call text?
Go to booty call text. Yeah. मैंने नहीं भेजा अभी वैसे किसी को एज अ बूटी कॉल टेक्स्ट बट इफ आई हैड टू
Let's meet. Let's get a
you
drink.
help me क्या बोलते हैं
I don't know, even I've
I'm
never
ordering
sent
in some Chinese or I'm ordering in some really nice food from
Would you wanna
Blue's
come
Kitchen.
along?
Do you wanna come and like help me finish it or
But they're finishing something else.
yeah whatever.
Okay. How long was your longest dry spell?
Six months.
Okay. Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes, but I feel you only get to know that they're your soulmate, I think, post 2 to 3 years of spending time with them.
Mm. Have you ever experimented with your sexuality?
And
if not, would you?
I have my women crushes and all, but I haven't explored it romantically,
Yeah.
so to say. Yeah.
Fair enough. What's the one thing that really turns you on about some guy or a girl? Or I don't know, whatever is your sexual preference.
Holding hands and trusting them.
We got that. You know what? I'm going to make a reel of every question having that same answer. And let me see if it works or it doesn't work. That'll actually be too funny if it works. All these questions with cliffhangers end with holding hands.
Holding hands and trusting them.
So Ankita, this my muse has sent for you. Do not open it right now.
Oh, thanks.
No, you just be happy. It's.
Wait, where do I look?
I think that one is not working. Look
Yeah.
here only. But yes, my muse has sent across this. We will go through it at the end of this. I have one last segment before we end.
Okay, cool.
I also do tarot card reading. So let's see what exactly is going on with our hustler.
Done.
With sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Excited.
Sorry, baby.
Your
I didn't know
dead
you were
mate,
there.
brother.
I'm really sorry. You.
Have you learnt it from somewhere?
Yeah.
Such
so
में?
these are like my tarot cards,
Okay.
and you can't look at them, bro.
अच्छा ठीक है.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
I mean, don't close your eyes, but yeah. I'm anyway shuffling the cards. You gotta like tap on 3 cards, okay?
Okay.
Hey, wait 1 second, sorry.
सब देख लिया मैंने.
अरे यार मत देखो. एक ही कार्ड आ गया था बाहर. Open your eyes, open your eyes.
Okay.
Now you gotta like tap on 3 cards. First card you tap and keep it down. Okay? Whichever card calls to you. Keep that down. Then I'll give it another shuffle because we don't want to just keep the same luck
Fair
going.
game. Fair game.
Let's try again.
Um.
And now let's go for the third card. Let's see what exactly does the hustler have in her.
If it's good, it's my doing. If it's bad, it's your doing.
Okay, fair. Okay. So now these 3 cards is what you've selected.
Do you have like a magic spell you say before, string bring, sarvaling,
No.
bhut, bhavishya,
That you
vartaman,
can try.
badling?
That you can try for them.
हाँ नहीं मैंने तो बोल दिया.
ठीक है चलो. कौन सा card पहले पढ़ना है?
We can go in the order. That's fine.
Okay, so these are all cards that are going to tell your near future, of
Okay.
what exactly is happening. Okay, so the first card is called the Bhoot. Okay. Now what the Bhoot actually reads, it says, a Bhoot of your love's past
यार मत करो यार ऐसे.
may show up and scare you. So basically an ex is most probably going to come back in your life, is what this says.
Okay.
Let's go with this. This card is called the biryani, which means so the biryani is a card that means there's something good going on in your life,
Okay.
but there is an elaichi incoming. So there's something fishy that's about to happen
Okay. I'll be on the lookout. Thanks for the warning.
for both of them. Both of them are very similar cards, and always anyone draws one, they always draw the second. It's no coincidence. And let's go with the third card.
What am I going bald?
No, it says it's called the diaper, and the diaper just says incoming shit in your life.
तेरे कार्ड्स बहुत खराब थे. गेम ही खराब है.
तीनों कार्ड ने कैसे बोला
रहने
यार?
दे, ये मेरे को मैंने बोला था अगर अच्छे होते तो माय डूइंग.
कुछ चल रहा है क्या? असल बता दे.
नहीं I'll plead the fifth. No comment.
अभी बता दो.
यार मेरी लाइफ काफी अच्छी चल रही है अभी.
So then,
I mean love life is non-existent.
so
but that's
see,
fine.
it might start existing. But if this happens,
No comment.
that means this has already happened, and this is to the same thing, man. They're just variations of each other.
God give me the strength to fight any of these forces that enter my life.
May God be with you, my child. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
It was an absolute pleasure. I hope these things come true in the near future for you.
अगर कुछ हुआ ना सारा नाम तेरे पे लगाऊंगी.
तू मुझे बस मैसेज कर दे saying done.
ये Stewie is reaching out to all my exes. इसको तंग
उसको
करना
मैसेज
शुरू कर
करना
दो.
भाई, बस एक मैसेज कर दे, हाय भेज दे, बस स्टोरी लाइक कर दे उसका.
Please don't do that.
I will not do that.
Thank you.
I like you enough to not do
I
that.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, but thank you so much for doing this, Ankita.
I enjoyed. Thanks for having
Where's my
me.
second guest? What a sweet boy.
Theo baby,
We will say bye to Theo.
bye.
And
Bye bye बोल दो.
yes, thank you.
Bye
Let him
bye.
just say bye and then.